About a little tour today, guys. And I mean little because this is a little cabin. We built this cabin in 2014. We bought the 20 acres and homesteaded it. We lived out in a camper for, I don't know, it seemed like 4 to 6 months. I'd have to ask Mr. Brown. But anyways, and we lived in that little camper while the Mennonites were building a cabin for us. Now, we had a bigger house a farmhouse that we raised the kids in once we got them raised, and everybody went out on their own. You know, it was just, we're getting older, it's just hard for us to even stay around there in that big farmhouse, and all the cattle and the horses and you name it, we was into everything. So we scaled down, and this cabin is 980 something square foot, I think, and that's including the front porch and the back porch. But I just want to show y'all. And I love this little house. I just love it. Nothing fancy. This is how we heat our home. And when I lift the lid, I can cook on it too. Wood cook stove, heating stove that you can cook on. And it sits in the middle of of course this is the front. This is the front door. Right here. And you go around. I just got a little sitting area over here. We don't watch much TV. We do have a TV, but we don't. Mr. Brown, he watches hunting and fishing every once in a while, but it's just a little sitting area that sit down, read a book, read your Bible, whatever you need to do. And then you go this way, and that's the kitchen. That's my big bar. And this whole house is built out of sawmill cut pine that come off Crowley's Ridge in Arkansas. I took some old tin, put on the front of the cabinets there. I like the look. Some people would rather have, you know, good tin, new tin, but I just like the old rusty look. Something different. And it's vaulted. Got a tall ceiling. So that helps it, you know, give it a little more airy because it's so little. Makes it look a little bit, you know, bigger. So that's not too bad. Anyways, that's where I spend most of my time is right there. And my hands are shaking so bad. I'm sorry, y'all. But anyways, we're going to go around this way. And that's my old settler's cabinet that Danny got me. And I wanted to show y'all this. This is an old mantle that come from flea market. And they said this thing come out of an old Victorian home. And they said there's no telling how old it is. But it was the first thing Danny bought for me when we sold the place and knew we was fixing to build a cabin. And it's not really something you'd put in a cabin. But there goes my stove again. Y'all see how much cooking I do? It's telling me it's time to get it out. Okay. But I loved it because it's shabby chic, and I'm into a lot of that shabby chic look. I love the log cabin look, but I like this other too. And I didn't want to paint it. We just kindly washed it up and left it like it was. Yeah, I didn't throw the stove out yesterday, so it may be going out the door here in a minute. But anyways, oh yeah, happy Easter, everybody. I love decorating for Easter. That's one of the little holidays that I like decorating for. Can you see me? Okay, I'm going to have to go turn the stove off. So, that's my little bunny. But I do. I like decorating for Easter. I don't know why. I always have. All the little Easter bunnies. They're so cute. And that cabinet right back there in the corner, it's dark back there in that corner. You can't really see it. It is a very, very, very old cabinet. It's not showing up very good. Anyways, it come from an auction, antique auction. And it's dated back to the 1800s. I wish I could see it better. But it's all one. I just love it. I didn't touch it. I just left it like it was. I just cleaned it up and left it because that means more to me than going in there and destroying the memories of it. Y'all like my little windows? When we built this cabin, we knew we wouldn't have much wall space. And it's short. You can see how short my ceilings are to the way the cathedral ceiling goes down. It's not 8 foot. They don't open. They're just short little windows. They're cute though. I like them. Anyways, I'm going to go in here into the kitchen. I'm going to show y'all. I have a small kitchen, but it's a galley kitchen. And I told Danny if we was going to build this cabin that I had to have a galley kitchen because when I'm cooking and I'm in the kitchen, I want everything accessible. I don't want to be running around like a chicken with my head cut off trying to cook, do dishes, and everything else. I want everything right there, ready to go. This is a 10-foot bar. It don't look like it, but it is. It's 4 foot wide, I think, and 10 foot long. And it looks cluttered in here, but, you know, it's a small place. And this is a propane stove. We spend about $70 a year on propane, and I cook a lot. So this little stove does pretty good. And we just have a little old bottle outside of the house that we use for this, because that's the only thing we use propane for. Like I said, we heat with wood, so. But we're going to go around to this corner, and this is my walk-in pantry. And I had to have this. And it looks like a mess, I know. But it's my mess. It's just, I know where everything's at. I don't like things in locked cabinets. I want to see it, so I know I've got it. I want everything accessible to me. That's just the way I roll, I guess. I don't know. Then I've got some of my canned stuff over here. I got some beans here that I cleaned real good, and they're sitting here drying because I'm going to can some 15-bean soup after a while. This little window is in my walk-in pantry. I want you to look at the sweet potatoes. They're going to give me a lot of little potato slips. And these sweet potatoes were little bitty potatoes from last year, from last harvest. And I had stuck them under the house. So I just got them out, and I do this every year. And it's going to make me quite a few slips. So that's good. And I got my herbs over here handy where I can just come over and get what I need. Like I said, everything's kind of cluttered up, but this is an old cabinet that this one reminds me of my grandma's cabinet that sat on her back porch. I think that's why I liked it. And I don't know if I've ever showed this to y'all. I ain't gonna be able to get a good wide. But anyways, it's 2 refrigerators, side by side. $1,400 for both of them. I could not see spending $2,400 on one of them double door refrigerators. I stayed in the Sears store for 2 hours with my measuring tape and finally come up with these 2 because it gave me 2 times more room than the big fancy ones. They were on sale for $700 a piece. They changed the handles around for me, so now I've got me a, big refrigerator. And it's good for during gardening season, and like we harvest a lot of wild meat and stuff like that, so it's really handy. And then my mother-in-law's old farm sink. And look, no dirty dishes. That's because nobody's here today, just me. And of course a jug of sweet tea. You always got to have that. But anyways, I just wanted to show you around. I'm sorry my hands are shaking so bad. But I'll do the rest of the house sometime when I've got time. I want to show y'all something. This is just one of them frugal tips. I went to Walmart yesterday, and for Sunday's lunch I want to do soup and sandwiches. Of course, this is how I do it a lot anyways, and I never know how many kids or grandkids are going to show up. But I went to get some oven roasted turkey breast in the deli, and it was $7 a pound. And I like to fill over. I don't buy a lot of lunch meat. So I went back to where the turkeys were. And this is a honeysuckle white breast meat boneless turkey roast. It says no antibiotics. Based on independent family farmers. So maybe it's a pretty good one. But anyways, it's a 3-pound. It's 3 pounds and it was $9. So I'm going to stick this in the oven and make my own turkey oven roasted lunch meat. I mean, 3 pounds for only $2 more of what 1 pound cost in the deli. Anyways, that was just a tip. We're going to get on with our pie now, guys. Now, please, nobody get upset with me or say, Miss Laura, you're contradicting yourself. But I've got a recipe here, and this recipe comes from my cousin Julie in Texas, and she is one of the best cooks. But first time I ate it, she had made it for me when I went down to visit, and it was so good I couldn't believe what was in it. So I wanted to make this pie because it's a good pie to take to a potluck. Because, you know, a lot of times, like at church potlucks or any potluck, you're going to have 1, 2, 3 people that are diabetic or that have to eat no sugar and fat-free foods. So this is a really good pie right here to take. But anyways, what I was talking about is I'm going to, for this recipe, use jello out of the box. And y'all know that I make my own jello. But for this pie, here it is. So don't get me. But it's an easy pie, and we're going to put it together real quick. And you can make it any kind. I'm going to make peach. You can make strawberry. You can make lime. Any kind of jello that there is. Any kind of, and this right here is 2 cartons, 6-ounce cartons of peach yogurt. And this is an 8-ounce carton of fat-free Cool Whip. Sugar-free jello. 2 6-ounce cartons of yogurt, non-fat yogurt, and an 8-ounce carton of fat-free Cool Whip. And that's all it is. Now, if you don't want it sugar-free and you don't want it fat-free, just put regular jello, regular yogurt, and your regular Cool Whip. I've got 1/4 of a cup of hot water. I'm going to pour it in this bowl. And I've got 1 box of my peach jello. I'm just going to stir it up and let it dissolve. The lime, when I was down there, Julie made the peach and she made the lime, and the lime is really delicious. And I've also got, I had to make my own graham cracker crust, y'all. I was out of my graham cracker that I usually have in the pantry. But they have reduced fat graham crackers, so if you're going that way with it, then that's a good deal. Okay, this dissolved good. Now, I'm going to put in my peach yogurt. This is a good, healthy pie, I think. Well, I mean, you know, there's a few things, but, you know, we can't be perfect all the time. Now I'm going to put in my Cool Whip. If the grandkids were here, they'd be fighting over that bowl, and even my grown kids. So what you want to do is you just want to fold this together. Just kind of fold it. Oh, it smells so good. That peach smells so good. I'm excited. Now once you get this blended together and put in your graham cracker crust, you'll have to put it in the refrigerator for 2 to 4 hours for it to set up. Depends, I guess, how cold your refrigerator is. I haven't done it in strawberry yet, but I bet that'd be delicious too. Just about. And I think they have a lemon jello. So you could do lemon yogurt, lemon jello. That would be good too. I don't want to over stir this. I just want to kind of blend it together. And I'm going to put it in my graham cracker crust. Like I said, it needs to go in the refrigerator. And it needs to set a while. Let it firm up a little bit. But this pie really smells really delicious. And if you're on a diet and you're wanting something, you're wanting a piece of pie. You know? Don't say, well, I just can't eat pie. Yeah, you can. Miss Lori will make you pie. But anyways, this is the, you can see little pieces of peach in there. Well, that is your sugar-free, fat-free peach pie, or any flavor you want to make. I'm going to get this in the refrigerator and let it set up, but there it is, guys. I think you're really going to like it. Try the recipe. And like I said, you don't have to use sugar-free or fat-free of anything. It's still going to be good. So it'll be a good pie for your kids, and it's really good in the summertime because it's just real light, and it's a cool dessert. So anyways, try it. I want to thank everybody for stopping in and seeing me again, and watch me make a fast little pie here. I come in, I had enough time to do this, so I want to whip it up for you, and I'm fixing to go back out in the garden and work a while. So I hope y'all have a beautiful day, and come back and see me. Give me a thumbs up, and God bless everybody.